Okay, hello boys and girls again. So we're moving on to our second video today on graphs. So these are two more complex ones, or more complicated graphs. So I need a bit of explanation. So we'll hopefully cover two of them. One is called distance time graph, and the second one is called pie charts. So let's grab our whiteboard. Okay, so the first one we're going to be doing is the distance time graph. So let's just right. Um, okay, so here you normally have a graph. Okay, on the horizontal axis or the x-axis you have time, and on the y-axis or the vertical axis you have distance. So distance time graph tells you how much distance you travelled across the time. So how much distance you travelled as time passes by. So if you make a note, write that down. So if we put some numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say this is in hours, and this one's in kilometers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and so we draw a graph. Okay, and let's say the graph is, we plot this up. Okay, so basically what this shows is that I have travelled in 1 hour. 1 hour here. Pen. In 1 hour, I have travelled 2 kilometers. Okay, so here I've travelled 2 kilometers, this point here. Then from 1 hour to let's say it's 3. So let's say another 2 hours from say 3 take away 1 is 2 hours. So this place here was 2 hours. In that 2 hours, how much distance did I travel? Well, I didn't move at all, so I was still stuck on 2 kilometers. So basically, I've done no traveling, not moving. Okay, so where you see a horizontal, like you see here, it means you're not moving. Okay, really important. Horizontal means you're moving. Okay, now I move up again from 3 to roughly, let's say it's for 1 hour. I move. So this is 3.5. So 3.5 take away 2. 3.5 take away 2. That's 1.5 kilometers I've travelled up there. This is 1.5. So 1.5 kilometers. And then 4 to here, 4 to let's say 4:30. I've again done no moving, and I've done nothing at all. So I'm stuck on there, so no moving. And then from 4:30 to 5, I've basically gone back to where I've come from. So going backwards, travel back home. So if this is say home, let's say this was a friend's house. So friend's house here, and this was say shop, and then going back home again. So I reached home at 5:30, and that's exactly distance time graph. So you've got to be able to recognise when you when you're traveling, how you're returning back to A, and when you're moving. The other thing to bear in mind: the steeper the hill or the steeper the slope, the faster you travel. So you won't normally need to know about that level. So just remember the main important thing is that if you're not moving, you're horizontally flat, and when you're returning, the go is it's vertical down there. Okay, so that's quite straightforward. Okay, so finally that. Okay, next we go on to pie charts. So pie charts are graphs shaped as a pie. The bigger the slice, the more it represents. Okay, now there are 3 steps, and these steps are put in nice and easy for us here. These are the 3 steps. So first of all, you work out. So right, this here. Work out angle. That's the first step. Number 2, you try and calculate the fraction. Now the fraction will be the angle over 360. Why 360? Because if you've done remember the angle videos, a full circle is 360. And so that would be the fraction. And then whatever fraction you have here, so fraction of 2, so fraction, and then you do fractional quantity. This, whatever this pie chart is represent, it'll tell you in a question. So this pie chart represents 72 kids. 72 kids. So it'll be the fraction of 72. The fraction you get from the step 2. Okay, so that points to there. So let's give an example. Let's give an example. Here we're trying to do is cycle to school. So what angle is cycling? Cycling is 60 degrees. So put 60 here. And then you put that 60 over out of 360 because the whole circle is 360. And simplify it. So 6 over 36 is 1/6. And then you want to put that fraction, take that fraction of step 2 and put it off 72. Where do you get 72 from? From the questions. It says 70. This whole pie chart represents 72. So it's 1/6 of 72, which equals 12. So this represents 12 kids. Okay, let's give an example. For example, this is how many degrees? Well, this we know. This whole thing is a right angle. So 90 take away 60 is 30. So you must know your angles. So if you're not sure about this, go to our angles video. So let's say this is bus. Okay, bus. Okay. 30 degrees is bus. So if we let's just rub this out. Just start again. So okay, bus. So 3 steps, work an angle. An angle is 30 degrees. And you put that angle over as a fraction, so it'd be 30, so the fraction is 30 out of the whole circle is how many degrees? 360. Okay, then you simplify it. So 1 over 12 is a fraction. And then you put a fraction of quantity. So it's a fraction of quantity. So it's 1/12 of, what's the quantity? It's 72. How do you fraction quantity? Divide by the bottom times by the top. So 1/12 of 72 is 6. So this 6 kids go by bus. Okay. Now some of these you can do a shortcut. So this, this fraction is quarter. So you do quarter of 72. So 72 divided by 4. How many 4 is going to 7? 1, remainder 3, 18. So that's 18. And this is a half. So half of 72 is 36. And that's it. That's the pie chart's done. So remember, angle, fraction, fractional quantity. And the quantity you get from the question. And we'll leave it there. That completes all of the videos on graphs. And we'll see you in the next video.